Has anybody heard of this before? Now, if you're involved with working with children, at some point you will have to write up incident report forms. So I just want to bring this to your attention. Very often I look at reports that have been written where people have written as if they'd had hindsight. So we get something out. Today I bruised Jonathan's arm when I broke up the play fight. If it had been a play fight, would that teacher have broken it up? No. So why are they writing it? People look for loopholes and they see it all the time. And very often it's not prosecutions, it's insurance companies. So insurance companies contact people like me and they say, you know those reports you write for court? Write one based on this. I know what they're going to do with it. They're going to use it as a leverage tool. I'm going to say, look, this is what would happen if you went to court. Come with us now and settle for settle for £7,000 outside of court. So honestly held belief. Let me give you a scenario. I'm going to walk out of here shortly. You all get your memory sticks. We all get on the M6. It says I'm walking to my car. I hear a scream. Look to my left and I see a woman. She's very slight, very petite. She's got long hair down to her waist and she's being dragged along the floor. There's a man slapping her around the face. Now this man, he's enormous. He's twice my size. He's one of those men that don't appear to have a neck. They've just got a beef burger on the back of the head. Enormous. I'm not about to start negotiating with him. So, no one around to help me. I see the woman's in danger, so I run over and I kick him as hard as I can in his shin. He instantly lets go, he's in pain, he's rolling around on the floor. So I try and help the woman to make her escape. Okay? She says, no, I'm not okay. So what do you mean? I've just saved you from that man. She said, that man's my boyfriend. I said, but he's beating you up. She said, I asked him to do it to me. I actually quite like it. Don't know what goes on in Cheshire. I just stay up in Lancashire. That man's already on the phone. He's already calling the police. Now the question isn't, will I get arrested? Because people get arrested to preserve evidence, get statements. There's lots of other reasons behind that. The question is, am I guilty of assaulting that man? No? Why not? This is what the law says. The law says that a person defending themselves, they can't weigh up exactly how much force to use. As long as you did what you honestly and instinctively thought was necessary, that's your potent evidence. Even if your belief was a mistaken one, and even if your mistake was an unreasonable one, that fits into the criteria of honestly held belief. Now, I quite like this because whenever I talk to people, there's this misconception that, oh, if you ever do put your hands on a child, just do it really gently. And you know, if they're attacking you, they've got their hands around your neck and they're trying to kill you, just do this and push them off. And we sit there and I think, what an absolute load of nonsense people are being told. Because realistically, a child, someone under the age of 18, very often they're stronger than most adults. And if we think about when your brain stops forming, sort of 19 and 21, gender respective, we've got this adult physique, strong, maybe under the influence of drugs, maybe who lifts weights, maybe who's experiencing some kind of martial art, attacking a teacher. You've got the hands around the neck. It says there, as long as you did what you honestly and instinctively felt was necessary, there's your most potent evidence. It'd be lovely to say, let's just hold them gently. There was an incident where a teacher restrained a child outside a primary school. A doctor examined the child afterwards, and the child needed 7 stitches in his neck. Now you think to yourself, how on earth did that teacher restrain that child where he cut his neck open near a major artery? The teacher had been on bus duty. The child ran out into the road. He grabbed his hood, dragged him backwards, and the zip cut his neck open. Was that in the child's best interests? So is that teacher guilty of assault? Very often, that's what I'm faced with. People, there's an injury, there's a bone broken, there's a mark. Somebody needs to face a firing squad for this. Employment Rights Act 1996 says you cannot be disciplined or dismissed for defending yourselves or others in circumstances of serious or imminent danger. So by all means, let's investigate, let's look into injuries to children, but let's not start sacking people or disciplining them, because if you do, it's against the law. There's a framework there to protect staff.